Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Rollcase TV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, a little bit of frustration if you watched the last episode. Yeah, I was just talking about when you do the DLC, you get all these extra story mode things, and they're just awful. There aren't too many races. I would not recommend the DLC unless you want to do the story mode, but you don't get a lot of extra races. You only get like 8 races per story mode. I chose this one to see how many. Maybe you get new cars, but you can't really use those new cars during a career mode because they choose the cars you get during a career mode. So you could use them during a custom race. Oh, look, I unlocked drift. That's too bad. I'm not going to do drift. So I was in those specials. At the end of the last YouTube episode, earlier in the stream, I was able to get the upgrades I need for this, for the Ferrari Cup, which I'm going to need level 1 upgrades for this, and then level 2 upgrades for this, and then I got a different Ferrari Cup. This is the classic Ferrari Cup. This is just the Ferrari Cup. Yeah, that was confusing. Anyway, so I can select this. I have the upgrades I need. I had to do a custom race to get them. I do have the livery. I'm going to check the livery, see if it's still messed up. No. Yes, it is. It's defaulting to white rather than the color that I had selected. Maybe it's just that vehicle. I don't know. Anyway, yes, we will select this vehicle and get started. Mr. Newt is in chat. Number 1. If he's still paying attention. Number 1, because he's a founder. If you come to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/rollcage_TV, if you want to subscribe to the channel, which is a paid thing, I think I still have at least one more founder badge available. If you subscribe with Jeff's money, though, using Twitch Prime, you don't get the badge, unfortunately. And don't subscribe unless you really want to. Just for your, I give you almost no benefits for subscribing, and I'm not trying to make money on this or anything. So I do have some expenses, but I don't encourage people to. I do encourage people to subscribe on YouTube because YouTube is free. Lol, yes, you are paying attention? Okay. I'm not sure I am. I didn't see how many races were in this event. Was it just a single one? I think it was just a single one. I don't know what my objective is either. That I could check. I get to a straightaway. Like that. Top 3 only. Okay. Started me right in the middle. Whoa! I don't know if that was a bump or just me. You guys watching the video or the stream might know if it was a bump better than I was, because if you didn't see Arrow, one of those chevrons right behind me, then you'll know it wasn't a bump, it was just me. I wasn't sure if I felt it or not. Felt a little tap. Level 1 upgrades might not be enough. It's still just the first lap, though. if I don't come close, well, we'll see. If there's a second event, I will. I'm probably gonna turn. If I don't come close, I'm gonna turn the difficulty level down 1 notch. If I come close, I won't turn it down. This is kind of what I do all the time. If I don't come close to the objective in the first race, I will turn the difficulty down 1 notch, so as not to have to repeat the race too many times. And then whether or not I turn down, otherwise I'll just stay on the same difficulty level for my second attempt. But regardless, if I have to make 3 attempts, I'll have the difficulty level turned down twice. Make absolutely sure, because I don't want to have to do a race more than 3 times. My objective is only 3rd though, so. And I also don't know whether it's a single race event or not. If it's a single race event, then regardless of where I finish, I'll play the second race. If it's a multi-race event, I'll play the second race. You know, what I said applies to the single race event, but if it's a multi-race event, then it doesn't matter how far away I finish. I'll do the second race, because I might still have a chance of finishing first. We're finishing 3rd overall, I mean. Meeting my overall objectives. Oh! The game is so fun to play, but it can be so frustrating. It also requires an awful lot of concentration. Which detracts from my ability to just shoot off at the mouth, which is really what I'm known for. Not insightful commentary on the action at hand, and certainly not the skill. Yeah, somebody tapped me there as I got around that car cleanly, but I don't know if that car tapped me by pulling out on my way past, or somebody else tapped while he was trying to get past me. But while he was trying to get past the car, but yeah, somebody tapped me there for sure. I could feel the jerk, which, if you don't know physics, jerk is the change in acceleration there's your velocity, which is the change in position over time. It's technically first derivative of position is velocity, and then acceleration is your change in velocity over time, second derivative, and then change in acceleration over time is called jerk. And then there's other words for then snap comes out, change of jerk is snap, and then kind of, I think, as a joke, almost never do physicists or mechanical engineers ever care about anything more than jerk. But after snap, comes crackle and pop, which is really stupid. That's just as, you know, a geeky physics joke. I doubt if any paper has ever been written in the entire history of science or engineering that requires crackle or pop as a concept. So when I say that jerk, well, I'm trying to accelerate down the field because somebody interrupts my acceleration. That's actually scientifically correct. Now, if I'm going at a constant speed and they tap me, then they've just accelerated me. But... Ah, physics jokes, aren't they great? Start of my college career was as a physics major. Oh. Then I switched to computer science because I needed to, couldn't afford to stay full-time student. And so I needed to go make money. And switched to computer science to get a degree on that. Going to school part-time. That's my life. As so many people in this current generation can't afford to go to school. Even middle class, upper middle class kids are going to have less, worse lives, less socially, economically mobile than their parents. I'm talking about America. Back in my day, it was still expected that you would do better off than your parents, and I definitely did better off than my parents. But still could not meet my dreams. Because started off in a much lower. Did not grow up middle class by any stretch of the imagination. So it was a multi-race event, which is good. I thought it was. I didn't even pay attention to where I finished the first race. But, well, if I started in like 16th, that means I finished in 7th, 8th, 7th, 13, or 23 total. Yeah. Finish first, you'd start in 22nd. Finish 22nd, you start in first. It's 23 total. Which means if I started in 16th, I finished in 7th. Or no, did I say 15th? Started 15th, and I immediately dropped down to 16th. So, yeah, this is going to be difficult. I may need more upgrades. But since there's only 2 levels of upgrades, I will, the upgrades may not even be enough. I'll turn the difficulty level down 1, so hopefully I will finish, meet the objectives with just 1 more race, so I don't have to race it 3 times. We'll see, I only need to finish 3rd to meet the race objectives, so. Or the event objectives. If I finished 8th, whoops, or 7th. Oh, this is going to be bad. Slap 1 of 3. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. I'm gonna end up being forced to turn on flashbacks to have any reasonable effort of getting through this career in even a semi-satisfiable way. Though I hate flashbacks because it's so easy to abuse. I suppose I could discipline myself to say, okay, I'll only use a flashback if it's not my fault, you know, if they are just overly aggressive towards me, which I think is what they expect you to do. I'll have to figure out what button to use a flashback for. I mean, the fact that the upgrade path includes giving yourself more flashbacks is kind of an indication they expect that you're going to use the flashback system. You can turn it off. I have it turned off. You can also turn off the racing line, but I'm not good enough for, or know these courses well enough to be able to do that. Some days are just better than others, and I hate the idea that, oh, I have to turn the difficulty level down just because I'm having a bad driving day, you know? If I believe that I can win the game at a particular skill level, as long as I'm driving well, I would prefer to keep that skill level. But I don't think it's just that I'm driving well or not driving well that day. There seem to be definitely differences in the difficulty based on, well, based on car class, based on weather that you would expect, but also within the same car class, within the same, you know, rear-wheel drive train modes, whatever they're called. So I don't know. I'm not usually, with most driving games, racing games, I'm not usually this inconsistent where I have to keep changing the difficulty level. And if it wasn't for my doing this as a YouTube series / Twitch stream, I mean, if it was just a Twitch stream, I wouldn't care, but if it wasn't for my making a series out of this, then I wouldn't care. I just, you know, I'd grind it out. I'd be more amenable to grinding it out. But I don't think it makes for very good videos to watch somebody do the same event 15 times just to get good enough to be able to figure out all the tricks for that particular car, for that particular course, for that particular weather, whatever. And then still possibly end up having to turn the difficulty down. So I'm limiting myself to only 3 attempts at any race, but then some of the races I restart because I get opponents crash me into the wall. You can tell the frustration in my voice, I'm sure. If this is the first time that you've watched one of my YouTube videos or watched one of my streams, I'm not always like this. I'm usually a lot more happy-go-lucky, but for some reason, this game and the game I played, racing game I played before on Saturdays, really get frustrating for me. Now, I played Dirt Rally 2, and I'm not frustrated at all, and I just really enjoy myself. This game, I enjoy the driving, but the frustration factor is much higher. A lot of it just because of the inconsistencies and kind of the, you know, the menu navigation, stuff like that, little things. The game I played before this as a series, racing game as a series, they played on Saturdays, was even more frustrating. It was so ridiculously frustrating, I just gave up. I mean, it didn't matter. It was fun to play, but I could never finish higher than last place, even at the lowest difficulty level, and a distant last place. It's TTL Man 3, and the reason, motorcycle racing, the reason that was so frustrating is not just because, oh, well, that's not a game for me or whatever. TTL Man 2, I could do and be competitive, right? I think I might have clipped that piece of terrain. But TTL Man 3 is so much harder. TTL Man 2, there were like different tracks, and so there was an easy track where I could win, not easily, but I could win pretty consistently. On the medium track, I could place, podium, finish, if I worked hard enough. And then TTL Man, or then the highest difficulty track, I could finish in the middle of the pack. I couldn't really get the podium on those, but I could always get the final race. I was always eligible for the final race. TTL Man 2, no way. Or TTL Man 3, I mean, no way. Not even close. I ran into a couple bugs which allowed me to win a race. But it was so much of a step up in difficulty. It was so much more beautiful of a race, and I know people that love it. Okay, I think I got the mileage thing. Race, event? 7th. Is that it, or is there one more? That must be it. I didn't make it. Okay, turning the difficulty down. Oh no, there is another race. Okay. Still have a chance. Now I would really hate to do this event over again. It's 3 races.
Alright, we'll get back to that shortly.
So, once Grid Legends is over, I'll have to find another racing game to play on Saturdays. I don't know if Dirt Rally 2 is going to continue after the end of this, after the end of December, which this will air on YouTube in December, because I'm playing the official Dirt Rally Club, the official Dirt Club, and I don't know if they're going to continue that into 2025, since the EA Sports WRC is kind of a replacement sequel to that game, and so they may not continue supporting the Dirt Rally 2 club, official club. And if they don't, I love that game so much, I might revise my own club, which is a lot of work, but I might do that. The other option is to break out the newer console that I have, but that means I'd be streaming on 2 different consoles. I'm not sure I want to do that, because the newer game I own, but I have to play it on a newer console. I haven't even set it up yet. So I have a lot of decisions to make. Eventually I will be streaming on the Xbox One right now. Eventually I will be streaming on the Xbox Series, either the Series S that I have now or Series X. There are some reasons to avoid doing that, because storage space, new games, I've heard that new games cannot be run off an external drive, that the Xbox One games and Xbox 360 games can be run off of an external drive, but not the Xbox Series games. Series SX games. So with only 1 or even 2 terabytes of storage space, that's not enough, especially for newer games. And I know the Series X has external expansions, but do those external expansions support storing games on? I don't know. Yes, doesn't. And one of the issues is a lot of the games I have are quote-unquote smart installations. They smart install, and what that means is they insist on installing the version that you, if you're playing on a Xbox Series, they will install the later version. If you're playing on an Xbox One, they'll install the Xbox One version. And which means I couldn't play them off the hard drive, the external hard drive, if it's the Xbox. If they overwrite the Xbox One version with the Xbox Series version. So, yeah. So I have some issues with how they do the storage. I don't know if there's ever plans on changing that. I know there's been lots of complaints about that. There is a second Xbox Series X out, but it has an SSD and an expanded SSD internal rather than the HDD that I think they originally came with, which tells you they were kind of rushed them, but they're a few years old now. But I don't know if they have like a quote pro version yet. Like the Xbox One came out with an Xbox One S, which had upgraded chips and stuff, and then an Xbox One X, which is what I have, which has even more upgraded graphics chips and stuff. I don't think the new Xbox with the SSD is that level of upgraded yet, but it might be. So I'd rather not get the Series X. The Series S I have will allow me to do what I need to do. I don't think the Series X... Whoa! No, don't hit him! Oh, that was very unlucky. Oh, I was going to be in first place if I didn't hit that guy, and since I'm only in 7th place overall after 2 races, getting in first place would have really been good for getting into 3rd. I'm locked on him, I'm locked on him. Come on, get off of me. Oh, he's a nemesis, so he's never going to get off of me. I still have another lap to go. Hope I can get by this guy cleanly without him flipping his car in front of me. I mean, if he flips his car, that's fine, as long as I can get around him. I picked the wrong... See? See? Nemesis. Nemesis. He got a speed boost because he's a nemesis. You see how he flew by me there? I want to get by him clean. I don't know where the turn is. It's there. Not good. Not good. Not good. I'm not going to finish first. Come on. Tapping. They're tapping me. Oh, this is not good at all. I might not even finish second. I might have it. I might have it. Where's the finish line? I could really use that finish line. Focus, 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 focus.
Nice work.
A little scared. Oh no, wait too wide, way too wide. I didn't know that was a hairpin. Oh. have to play defensively against my nemesis. That's not a safe thing to do. Now, if I win this race and still don't get third overall, I will be so mad. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, won the race! Where am I in the event? All I need is third. Is that the race or the event? Finishing the top 3, I got it. Did I win it? Was that the event? Gold? It might very well be. They kind of randomly distribute the other places, so. Mileage. Ah, good, I got it. Upgrade available in. Look at that. He was my rival and my nemesis. And he was 0.7 of a second behind me, so he wasn't right on my bumper at the finish, but it was tight. It was close. And I did finish it overall. Excellent. So I didn't even have to finish first to get within third. Well, that makes me happy. I don't have to redo that event. And I should have the mileage to get the level 2 upgrades as well. So I can just jump right into it. Again, they don't remember where you were. You have to go to semi-pro. You have to go to specials. At least they remembered what main item on, that I was in the career. Okay, next race. Now this has been unlocked, and this would not have been unlocked unless I was eligible for the level 2 upgrades. So I know I've got the level 2 upgrades. And it is only one round. It's only one race. Sunny. 5 laps. Looks like it's kind of a long circuit. Well, let's... Oh, and see, again, I went to see the details, right? Event details. And then I hit back. Why do they not take you back to the event that you just checked the details on? Okay, I want to check. I'm here. I want to check the details. Okay, fully upgraded Ferrari Cup. Oh, I want to see the details. You hit the details button. Say, oh, those are nice details. You come back. They put you back at the top of the menu. There was no excuse for that. There was no excuse for that. It's just such horrible design. It's terrible. Oh, jeez. What kind of programmers did they get for this? I'll make sure I do the upgrades. I have plenty of money. It's only one race. Okay, and none of this stuff is important. Well, this is currency, but it wouldn't help me for one race. It's not worth buying these two, since I only have one more race left with this vehicle. These are flashback increases. Okay, select it. One race, have to finish in first. Then I get to change vehicles. Very likely end this episode. Unless I don't win it. If I don't win it, I'll have to do it again. I must be on hard. This vehicle has been difficult. Race against my competition. I'm fully upgraded now. But they are all out too. Oh, he's still a nemesis? That carries over into the next race? This is another event. Look, I have 2 nemesis in front of me. Is that just a graphical thing? That's gotta just be a graphical thing, right? Oh, somebody tapped me. Somebody tapped me. Don't, stewards, don't punish me for that. And the stewards will punish you even if you get tapped off the field. They'll say, hey, you went off the field. We're gonna review that. Did they start me in 11th? Did they start me higher? I feel like they started me higher than 11th. Maybe not. Maybe just provide people at the start. Yeah, they must have started me higher. No, I took my eyes off the road. Not good, not good, not good. Lost my concentration for a second. These guys are fully upgraded. And they're pretty fast, so it's 5 laps around what I think is a pretty long course. This is my time to focus. If you're chatting, I'm not going to read it because I got to focus. And people on Twitch have suggested I put TTS on if I can't read the chat, but yeah, this is also going on YouTube. There's no way I'm gonna put TTS on for a YouTube video. You don't want people saying things that which will ruin your YouTube video. It's out loud. Rarely, I mean, I have chat filters on pretty heavily to try to enforce the PG, all ages expectation of the channel, but it could slip through. Certain people with certain rights can slip through. So, but if I don't have TTS on, then it might appear real small in the corner of the screen on YouTube. And YouTube is pretty fussy about things written on the screen as well. But I think it's written small enough that it's they haven't said anything to me yet. So, but no way am I gonna put TTS on, because they definitely pick up the audio. They auto-generate. In times past, they've been much looser about it, and then they'll get an adpocalypse and they get stronger about it, and then maybe they back off and only check the first 30 seconds of the video to save themselves on resources. I mean, it's all auto check. It's not like people sit there and listen to it, but you know, it's based on the auto-generated transcripts, so you have to be careful if the transcript doesn't hear you right. Or auto-generated, well, yeah, transcripts or closed captioning. There's currently a issue of a quote-unquote adpocalypse on Twitch right now. So Twitch is gonna have to be cracking down more on their family-friendly content, because Twitch does not have a family-friendly culture, not at all. And you are supposed to designate a channel as being 18 plus, but not everybody does that, because same as on YouTube, but you don't get as many viewers if you say you're 18 plus. And then, you know, there's always the hot tub crowd that discourage advertisers. So yeah, they haven't had a problem in the past, but I've heard, I've not actually watched, I've seen YouTube video titles that say that. I haven't, now I do have to win this. And I am coming up on the last lap, so I gotta get myself back in gear here. If that guy beats me, I will be quite upset. Perhaps upset enough that I will turn the difficulty level down, even though I should be able to win this. That guy is not a rival or a nemesis or my teammate, so I don't know why he suddenly was able to catch me and blow by me. I don't know which way the turn is, but I think I got him. I thought I was on the last lap. I gotta drive this last lap like I mean it. That's not gonna do it. I thought it was a dramatic finish where I drafted and passed him right before the finish line, but it was not the last lap. He's still right on me. He's getting me in the corners. So if I play decently in the corners, I'll be fine. I can take him on the straightaway, as I demonstrated. Don't forget that. I don't think the computer's quite as good at drafting and passing. I think they basically draft and hit you. in this game. They're not terribly smart about, there we go. I got it. Team Web! Hi from the Web family. Is the whole family here? Sorry, I wasn't looking down because I was in an intense race. It's finally a decent hour for you there. You gonna stop by tomorrow for some snow runner? Sunday fun day snow runner? You're fine. You knew we were very busy. Just wanted you to know I was here. I'll try your best. Okay. I know sometimes Sundays don't work out for people, but yeah, it starts. It's 20 minutes to 4 now here, so you can adjust your local time zone. It starts tomorrow at 12:30 and runs until about 6. So, yeah, U.S. Central Time, Iowa time. If you know, that's like a 6 hour. Oh, actually, it'll probably end 6:30, 7. It usually takes longer than 6. So. Yeah, it's over 6 hour stream usually. So. Awesome. You gonna be there, Sneery? See, I gotta get like custom GG emotes and all this stuff. I think that's so. I'm so bad at this. I've only been doing this 3.5 years. Yes? Okay, excellent. Sundays are fun. I really like playing SnowRunner. It's very relaxing. It's a good Sunday game. SnowRunner comes out on YouTube at noon, Monday through Friday, starting at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is midnight in the UK. I have to hit B to continue. Okay, I'm hitting the A button. It's not continuing. Let's see. It's getting kind of late, so I probably don't have time for another race. And this is going to be a whole new type of vehicle, right? Yes. Classic Ferrari Cup. Event 1. 2 rounds. Let me go into it and see what vehicle it is. Still got 15 minutes or so, but I'm getting hungry. I don't want to count on. And on the weekends, I start at noon. I'll never get lunch. I don't want to eat too close to the time I stream, because I'm an old man. I never know when I'm going to have issues with my food. So let's see. Ferrari 512 BBLM. Let's see if I can remember that. Ferrari 512 BBLM. Now, I'm guessing I won't be able to upgrade it or do a livery on it, but what was that again? 512 BBLM. 512 BBLM. 512 BBLM. When I'm processing my highlights for my YouTube, 55 BBLM. I'm constantly speaking things out loud so I can remember them. 55 BBLM. 55 BBLM. 5. No, it was 512 BBLM. See, I didn't even get it right. It's 512 BBLM. And I do have to complete the classic Ferrari Cup first. I can't do upgrades anyway because I need 7 miles on it, and I can't get 7 miles on it unless I get through that event. Even if I use it in a custom race, I won't get mileage on it because it's a rental right now. So, let's see. Let me look at the event, see if I think I can get it done in 15 minutes. Oh no, it's 10 minutes. Almost through the specials. After specials will come track day. 512B, thank you, BDM. 512, thanks guys. You're both trying to help me out. I appreciate it. And I still got it wrong. I was saying 55. Such a goofball. Oh, I have to finish in first place. It's 2 rounds. I'm gonna sit event details. It is a circuit race. I have to finish in first. It's 2 races. I don't think I have time for 2 races. So, sorry, this is going to be a little bit shorter episode. But that's what happens. I don't want to end a Twitch stream and a YouTube episode right in the middle of an event. So, if you are watching on Twitch, stick around. Often I can find someone to raid on Saturdays. There's usually a racing buddy of mine. So stick around on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that is going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next racing episode, the next Grid Legends episode, will be out the next weekend at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is midnight in the UK, 0600 in Bangladesh, and the next day, and noon the next day in New Zealand. Those are the 4 corners of the earth. Adjust your local times accordingly. And Dirt Rally comes out most of the weeks, most Saturdays at noon U.S. Central Time, but sometimes a week is skipped because of that. So if you're into racing, it's on the weekends. During the week, Snow Runner and Civilization 6 on YouTube during the week. And during the week on Twitch, twitch.tv/RollCage_TV. Evenings, Tuesdays and Thursdays are Civilization. Saturdays is racing, and Sunday is Snow Runner. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, considering I see you're taking off, let me see if there's someone to raid. So if you guys stick around for a minute, I'll see if there's someone to raid. But for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you much for watching. I hope you have a great evening, great afternoon, great evening, great morning, great whenever, until I see you again. And don't forget, wherever you end up going, on the road or in life, be sure to enjoy the drive. All right, Twitch, once again, stick around for a raid. YouTube, I am out of here. Bye-bye.